Today's lesson on life is the benefits of transitioning into a senior community. This month we are featuring The Crossings at Harborview, a full-service continuum care retirement community owned and operated by Harmony Senior Services in Roanoke, Virginia. The facilities are open to those 62 and older, with rental apartments and services for independent living, assisted living, memory care, transportation, meals, activities, housekeeping, physical and occupational, and speech therapy. When I'm 62, I want to still feel alive. And this is one of the places I might have to look into. What about you? I want to ask you that question today. So as we talk today, I want you to think about some of the things that you might want to do differently in your life. Today, we're going to explore the benefits of moving into a senior community. Today with me, I have Miss Michelle Lasky. Please give her a hand.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show. I'm excited for you to come and share some of the good stuff. Okay, this is the good stuff. You are the Director of Sales and Marketing, okay, right?
Correct.
However, I understand I have you in this article. Actually, I did not look for you in this article. I picked up this newspaper from the Suffolk News Herald. I think this is a January paper, and I happened to flip it over, and this is after we had talked and met, and I see 2 new people named the Crossing staff, and here you are. So from this, I know that you have more than 20 years of experience in the senior community marketing and healthcare management. Tell me a little bit about your exceptional experience.
Well, I've been in this field for, like you said, 20 years. I actually started when I was in elementary school.
Yes, of course.
But I have been in the Tidewater area through all of my experience.
Awesome.
I actually went to school to be a teacher, and I have never stepped a foot in school a day in my life. But I still feel like with that background and with that experience, I deal with it in a different level. So I deal with seniors on a daily basis. And a lot of what I do on a daily basis is educating seniors or their family members about what we have to offer at the Crossings at Harborview, or other senior services that are out there that can help them with what their needs are. So I have been in a sales and marketing role for well, 20 years, and I started in a community in Virginia Beach that was a startup community. Brought that to full occupancy. That was just assisted living and Alzheimer's care, and then I did some different things with hospice and home health. I actually worked out of a hospital for a while, being a liaison for Centera, and then moved to a community here in Suffolk and did about 9 years in a continuing care retirement community. And in my last year and a half, I have moved to Harmony. And so I have decided to take on this big challenge of opening this nice new building.
And you're going to do great.
And that's where I am today.
Awesome. Well, I'm so happy that you're here. So many times when people think about retirement communities or homes, they just don't picture friendly people. And so, you know, teacher's background, she has a teacher's smile, but definitely she is the director of marketing and sales. And so that full spirit that I see across all of the staff is what people will get from the front door until you leave. And so I wanted to just sort of highlight that, because I don't think people look for people like that. They look for the mean person, and that makes it scary. It's a scary process sometimes. And so we want to take the scary out of this process. And so we want to talk about how the Crossings at Harborview compares to some of the other places maybe that you've worked. I know you probably don't have to, like, you know, compare as in like one was, you know, worse, but in looking at some of the places where you've worked before in your 20 years of experience, how is the Crossings different?
One of the things that I like the best about the Crossings at Harborview is our location. We're centrally located.
Harborview is a beautiful area.
And we have a lot of amenities outside of our building that residents can access. So I do like that. But as far as differences between being in one building or another building, of course, will be new and will be state of the art. We will also have no buy-in fees. And so one of the communities that I worked in, which was a continuing care retirement community, has buy-in fees that start anywhere at $100,000 and go upward, and different communities will have things like that. One, a lot of people can't afford that, but two, a lot of people who can still afford it want to keep control of their assets. So they want to know, you know, what if I don't like it? What if I move in and the nice marketing lady wasn't as nice as I thought, and I want to move, or my kids decide they're going to move across the country, and I want to go with them.
Exactly.
So you've paid no large upfront buy-in fee. We have a one-time community fee, and it's $2,500.
And I think that's awesome because so many people, again, like we said on the last episode, people have a lot of options, but we want to tell you why sort of choosing the right community is really important. And so you mentioned one of the benefits already, so I'm going to just jump over there and just sort of have you talk about sort of what are some of the benefits for people coming to the crossings at Harborview.
Some of the benefits are, well, a lot of people we see are saying, you know, my friends are passing away, I'm isolated in my home,
yes.
I don't have any socialization. We will have 174 suites in our building.
Wow.
So there is 73 new friends I have for you right there. Yeah. So you have people that you can do things with.
Yes.
They're of your same age.
Yes.
So you're going to have a lot of same life experiences.
Yes.
Some of the benefits that are in the building, we'll have a full activities program. So you will be able to do things within the building. We may have live entertainment come in. We have a movie theater in the building, so we'll have movie nights.
Nice.
We're going to have 3 activity rooms in the building, and the activities director is out now, one-on-one with each one of our future residents,
Beautiful.
finding out what they like to do. And she will build that activities program around them.
I love that.
I do too.
I love that.
Because it's a lot better than us saying, well, this is what we think seniors like to do.
Exactly.
We want to hear from them as to what they want to do. As far as dining, we have a dining program. Even in our independent living, we do a farm to table program where we will utilize the freshest fruits, vegetables, and local fisheries that we can to put fresh, healthy food on their table.
Nice.
Independent living residents will receive 30 meals a month included in their rent. You're coming, aren't you?
Yeah, right. We all have to get there.
with chef prepared meals, and our chef Tim Paul is wonderful. We've already gotten to experience some of his food, and so everybody has been thoroughly impressed.
Not applesauce. Soup.
No, none of that. None of that. We have a pub in our building, and I can tell you from our events that we've done and our other communities, it's a very popular place.
Yes.
We'll do a complimentary happy hour 2 nights a week. You don't have to drink.
Wow.
You can have ginger ale or Coke, but it's a very social time, and then people tend to go to dinner together afterwards.
Yes.
Even in our independent living level of care, we will provide weekly housekeeping.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And
so many people need that.
You don't have to clean your apartment anymore. You basically get to put down your things and just live and enjoy the activities.
Exactly.
We have local transportation within a 10-mile radius of the building. People can still bring their cars. People can still drive. But if you don't want to, you just want to hop on that bus and go be taken to your doctor's appointment and dropped off at the front door.
Nice.
And then pick back up, we can do that. We have already coordinated with a local bank that has said they will come in and do banking for our residents right there on site.
Nice.
We have a medical director in place who is going to
Yes.
see our residents in their own homes if that's what they choose. Same thing with a podiatrist. We even have a veterinarian that lives in the area who said he wants to kind of be a concierge vet and come
Yes.
in and take care of pets.
Yes.
So we're trying to make it as nice and easy
Yes.
a lifestyle as you can be. No more of that home
Exactly.
maintenance.
Exactly.
No more getting up on the
Exactly.
roof, cleaning out the gutters,
Exactly.
or dealing with the air conditioning system that's totally failed that you have to now put $7,000 in to replace.
Wow.
Or the real estate taxes that
Yes.
you pay on your home.
Yes.
So a lot of those things will go away, and you can just enjoy your life.
I love that. I love that. Wow, wow, and wow. Okay, that was a lot of great information. I didn't want to cut you off, so I was thinking of like all these great things to say. Like, you know, a lot of people when they get to a certain age, they sort of isolate. You know, they don't want to go to the senior community in the neighborhood, or, you know, where seniors go. But those are things that I always push people to do because it's important. You don't have to go and play bingo. Listen to this. This is awesome information. A pub, you know, happy hour. Wow. Okay. All sorts of things you can sort of get out of your sort of zone, because when you isolate, you feel alone and you feel depressed, and that's not where I want you to be. And this is something great. And the location being in Harborview, it's like sort of a town center.
It really is.
Because you can walk outside to Starbucks, as we know, to Subway, or across the street to the movies. It's easy access to the highway, but the amenities that you get sort of at that location are just awesome. And so it's not like, I think, your typical sort of senior community, because when people think of senior community, these are not the things they think of.
No, they typically think of a nursing home.
They typically think of a nursing home. So I wanted you to just share all of that. I want to stop you because I wanted to change the way people think about senior communities, and you did such an awesome job.
Thank you.
I have a couple of things too I want to add, and you can add anything that you want as I'm saying this too. I thought about too the continuum of care as people age, something that when we talked as a group, sort of people can sort of transition from one sort of assisted living, from independent living to assisted living to memory care. Correct. I thought that was really awesome. Also sort of going in as a couple. I'm sort of biased because, you know, I do a lot of couples work. So making that choice as a couple, not waiting until your loved one has passed away, but think about going in with your significant other and going to the pub or going to dinner or going out and just enjoying those things.
Well, and you get to make friends, and you get to make that choice.
Yes.
But instead of being what I call behind the 8 ball, and now you're in a hospital,
Yeah.
and the case manager is saying to you, Dr. Carlita, I need you to help me find a place for your mom, and we're discharging her in 2 days.
Exactly.
And then you feel like you're scrambling.
I love that.
Whereas if your parents have made that decision, you can just say, well, they already live at the crossings at Harborview, and we're going to make arrangements to send them back to maybe if they need that higher level of care.
Exactly. And last thing, I love the safety of it as well. You know, there's a safety net of knowing that I can still be independent, but all of these things are taken care of, and I have people around me that are taken care of. Even if you do have children, but as we said before, some people don't have children, and so there's a safety net in this as well, that I have my independence, but I have this new family around me that helps to take care of me. Michelle, is there anything else that you want to share with the aging adults and their adult children?
A lot of adult children are helping their family members make this decision now, and even if you're the prospect of, as we would call you, the future resident, and you come to make that decision, we definitely see that it's your decision in the process. And we recognize that, and we will walk with you all the way down the process, and we will help you. The biggest decision is going to be choosing the place.
Yes.
And after you step off,
that can be fun.
But after you step off and make that decision, then it just starts to fall into place. Each little thing you have to do. It seems overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know, I've got to get a mover. I've got to downsize. I've been in my house 35 years. What am I going to do? But we will help you, and we have those resources to help you. And we are going to walk that journey with you. We're not just going to say, okay, you signed on the dotted line. Now, good luck. And we'll see you when you're ready to move in. We will help you and your family members get through that process.
Beautiful job. Didn't she do a great job? Yes. Give her a hand.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Michelle Lasky from the Crossings at Harborview, for being on the show today. You did a wonderful job sharing the benefits. Stay tuned. We'll be back, and she'll be back to share her contact information. We'll be right back. Time for me to speak into your life. Today we're going to focus on from home to a senior community, a life-changing experience. We know that the decision to move from your home can be a life-changing experience, physically, emotionally, financially, and spiritually. Many people experience an emotional breakdown. Some have depression when they feel like they're forced. And so that's why we want to get ahead so that you feel like you're making this choice on your own. Some people even get physically sick. Some people believe that, you know, they have declining health, and some people actually do. Those are things that we want to talk about today. Some grieve their sense of independence and the loss of control over their financial assets, being able to do the things and buy the things that they used to be able to do. And many question their faith and wonder, where are my children? Look at all the amazing things that I've accomplished in my life. Where are people for me? Where is God? And so those are things I want you to sort of think about today. I want to touch your heart today. And I also want to encourage you That is most important for me when I'm doing these shows, but I want to encourage you through those things and to educate you about dealing with this life-changing experience, to take control of your thoughts and this process. Your perception of retirement homes. As we heard earlier from Michelle Lasky from The Crossings, there are awesome benefits to moving to a senior community, but that means choosing the right place. That means taking control of your life and your assets and sort of making choices now about how you want to live your life later. And as long as you live and breathe, there are certain things that I want you to have control over. And so I want to ask you a couple of questions because I work with a number of seniors, and my mom being a nurse for a number of years, as long as I can remember, I've always been around senior communities. And so I want to ask the people who are watching this show, what will your conversation be? What is your conversation? When you talk to people, will you only focus on your health issues, or will you lean a little bit harder on your faith? Will you only talk about your aches, or will you also talk about your blessings? Will your conversation just be about who died today or yesterday or this week, or will you focus on living? I hope that you will make the choice to focus on living, because as long as you have breath in your body, you are still living, and we want you to focus on that. And so we want to change that perception. Second part of this, as I was thinking about what I wanted to say to you, I thought about this lady that I was talking to at an event. She was an older lady and she was retired, and I said to her, what is it that you want to give back to the young people? And she said, nothing. I don't have anything else to give. She said, I'm done. I'm done working. And she must have been no more than maybe in her late 60s, maybe early 70s. And I thought, wow. She has so much to give. It does not matter if it is your grandchild or somebody else's grandchild. It does not matter if it's the person bringing you your medicine. It does not matter if it's the person at the hospital or your nurse. There are ways that you can still impart your wisdom, your knowledge, and help someone else. Because that, I believe, is the duty, your duty as an older person. So some people, when I talk to elderly people, they feel like I don't have anything else to give. You have so much to give. Let me let you know today that we need your hugs and your kisses. We need your proud looks. We need the good job, baby. We need your education. We need your experience, and we need your wisdom. Please don't give up on yourself. We have not given up on you. I want you to know that this whole thing that we're talking about this month, it's a life-changing experience. It's something to really think about. But I want to break some of those barriers. I want to break some of those things that's going on inside, like holding on to things. I want you to move forward. I really want you to focus on life and living. Thank you so much for watching It's Life Changing. We'll be right back with your community resources. Welcome back to It's Life Changing. It's now time for our community resources. Today I have with me also Miss Angela Smith from First Class Home Healthcare. Give her a hand. Welcome, Ms. Smith, to the show. So nice to have you here with me.
Thank you so much, Dr. Carletta. Thank you for having me.
Of course, I'm so glad you could be with us. Now, you have a new company called First Class Home Healthcare. Tell us a little bit about First Class Home Healthcare.
Okay, First Class Home Healthcare is a home health agency that provide in-home care for the elderly or any individual that has a certain illness or an injury. We go to the home and we provide basic need skills for the clients.
Yes.
Where we send out nursing staff. We have a nursing staff. We have awesome nursing staff.
Yes.
I want to add, and they go out and they help the clients with bathing. They help them with shopping, light housekeeping.
Awesome.
They take them to doctor's appointments.
Nice.
Because they're a caregiver. Most of the time, like for the elderly, the caregiver has to also work.
Yes.
So we go out and do the things that will help them, that will keep them at home instead of displacing them out of the home and putting them into the nursing facility.
Yes, yes. And First Class Home Healthcare, which I talk about also on my radio show, does a lot that's faith-based. There's a lot of great people I know, because Reverend Celeste Ernestine Blow, also is the chaplain and the marketing director. She's an awesome nursing staff and administration staff. And Miss Angela Smith does a lot already, but also wanted to start this to help people. Is there anything else you want to add?
Yes, I mean, there are a lot of home health agencies out here, and I just feel like we are top number one because first we put God first. That's the first thing. We put God first, and I have an awesome staff with me. You know, it's just not me. I'm just not the only one. Everybody put in 110%, and I really appreciate that.
And when it comes to, last thing I want to say, home health agencies, people are key. You know, that attitude and how you treat people. I am very sensitive when it comes to how you treat elderly and how you treat children. I will come all out of my box. And so I think that that's just so important. And so anytime that I can promote and talk to people who are, because a lot of people are jumping into the nursing careers, and it's an awesome field, but you need to have the right attitude. You need to be in the right spirit. You need to have the right values, and you need patience when you're dealing with the elderly. It's really important that you have the right people. And so one of the things that I love about First Class Home Health Care is that you have the right people. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Of course. Tell us how people can get in contact with First Class Home Health Care.
Well, we're located in Windsor. We're at 11339 Windsor Boulevard, and that's in Windsor, Virginia. Our phone number is 757-242-0044. Our fax line is 757-242-0055, and our email address is firstclass2014@gmail.com.
Very good. Miss Angela Smith. And we have back with us Ms. Michelle Lasky from the Crossings at Harborview. Please share any additional information that you want to share about the Crossings, and also give us the contact information where someone can call so they can talk to someone about these awesome benefits that we talked about earlier.
Okay. I'd just like to tell you that the Crossings at Harborview is a full-service retirement community, and we have 3 levels of care. We have independent living, assisted living, and Alzheimer's and dementia care. We are located at 5871 Harborview Boulevard, and that's here in Suffolk. Our phone number there is 757-214-6279. And we have a website, and the website is www.thecrossings@harborview.com.
Very good. Give her a hand again.
Thank you.
Thank you both for being here. Thank you so much for watching. It's Life Changing. I'll see you next time.